vegetable of them all. The piece de resistance. What were the balloon's last words to his dad? Watch me, pop.
More senators and members of Congress, while they proclaim to object the 2020 electoral votes on January 6th. So what happens to the votes when they get contested? Well, I got the information that the mainstream media refuses to put out. Hey, is your state Senate trying to pass a bill that will force you to vaccinate? Hey, will you disobey if passed? We'll get into that one. Locally, what are the new laws on the books in Tennessee for 2021? Lawyer Wayne has the details. Why was a man shot and killed inside of a Nashville Target? Intern Shane will be reporting. What happened to the lady and the child who jumped off of the overpass? Red Pill Jen will fill us in. And who were the two base jumpers that leaped from a Nashville skyscraper on New Year's Day? Did you guys see that video?
No,
I did.
We'll get into it.
You came and got me before I could.
Oh. And who did the alleged Nashville Bomber send letters to regarding an alien invasion? Bay has the goods. So we got all this and so much more to go over here today on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Woo!
He doesn't wonder what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there, serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's Conversation.
Ha ha. Hey, how's it going? My name is Joe Padula. I'm a former soldier with the 2nd Brigade Combat Team Strike, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, and I'm ready. I'm ready for some real talk, real facts, real opinions. I'm ready to party with a purpose. Absolutely. What's up, Bay?
Nothing much.
Lawyer Wayne.
Hello.
Red Pill Jen.
How is it going?
Eric.
What up, Joey P?
And intern. Oh, he's not on the camera, sorry. And intern Shane.
What's up?
Eric, I can't say amen anymore?
Apparently it's a Senate thing. You have to say amen and a woman.
No. In the U.S. Senate.
That's what they did.
What do you?
Or was it the House?
I think it was the House.
It was the House, yeah. The House.
I don't think they tolerate such nonsense in the Senate.
Wait. I can't say amen.
Well, you got to say a men and a women.
No. Well, Lawyer Wayne, you're pretty knowledgeable, especially in the religious department.
A little bit.
Where does amen come from?
It comes from Hebrew. Basically means truth or certainty.
So
truly.
So it has nothing to do with sex.
Basically, what you're saying, what you said is true.
And it has nothing to do with gender.
It does not. No, it's a Hebrew word. It doesn't have anything to do with men, as in males.
So these senators are idiots then.
Congress.
Congress.
Congress. Yeah.
So these members of Congress that are going with this, you can't say amen. You have to say a woman. Have no idea what they're talking about then.
Well, that's always been true. They've always been.
Continue to say amen because it has nothing to do with sex.
You know, in the Bible, a lot of
That's
the times
crazy.
when they're talking, when Jesus is talking, he usually starts out with "Truly, I tell you."
Truly, I tell you.
Yeah.
Do you know the word yada is a religious word? In Hebrew, it means believe by knowing, right?
Oh, I thought it had something to do with Festivus.
So yada, yada, yada. You know, so I went to the thing, right? I was watching Seinfeld, yada, 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 and Kramer was funny.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada is Hebrew for, I believe I know something or someone. Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
It's in the Bible. I read it in the Old Testament. Hey, I did the Old Testament in 2 days.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ooh, I bet you that was a good sleep.
I didn't read. I watched it.
Okay,
Right. The
truth
Bible
comes out.
Project. Great videos, but they cover
Nice.
pretty good.
Yeah, they are pretty good.
Okay, so I still can say amen.
Yeah, you can say amen.
Yeah.
Truly, I tell you. Say amen.
I got to find out which members of Congress actually said this because That's
Nah,
so stupid.
it was this preacher they invited to give like a opening prayer.
The preacher said a woman?
Yeah, they got this preacher, and he gets it at the end. He's just saying all this nonsense about and this God and this God and this God.
preacher?
Amen and a women.
And
No!
it was a male preacher.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
That's interesting.
And he's just a clown.
Hey, what do you guys
Good
think?
for a laugh. I can't
Melissa
believe except that it's in
checking
Congress,
in.
you know. People take
Deborah.
it seriously.
Robert checking in. How you guys doing? Anita. Hey, Joseph, how you guys doing? All right. Hey, type amen, okay, if you're okay with saying amen. Now that you know that it has nothing to do with gender. All right.
As long as it doesn't offend your religious sensibilities.
That's so
In
stupid.
that case, put blessed be.
Blessed be. All right, let's take a look. More senators and members of Congress, the ones that aren't saying a woman, they proclaim to object the 2020 electoral count votes on January 6th. Days away, literally hours away. So what happens to those votes when they get contested? So I got some information here that we've been covering and the mainstream media still refuses to put out. So that's now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Hey, while we got you here, make sure to subscribe, okay? Definitely hit that notification bell. Ding. Click the like. Leave your comments. We're going to get to them. Intern Shane's on it. Right, Intern Shane?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Do it into
Yes,
the mic.
sir.
Yeah, there we go. But definitely help us out. Share this video. We're being shadow banned, Facebook, YouTube. I even have all the other platforms. We're on Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, and all the
Shout out to our iHeart people.
iHeartRadio, of course, who allows us to freely speak. I thank you for that. But everywhere else, shadow banned. So definitely share it. Boom. Let us know. All right. So here's what's going on. Ted Cruz, Senator Ted Cruz out of Texas, who I like the guy. Kind of reminds me of the grandpa from the Munsters a little bit, right? The look-wise.
Army monster.
But Herman's father-in-law, right? Lily's dad.
Oh, yeah, I see
Right.
that. Yeah.
Lily.
Never
So,
gonna see him the same again.
let's see what Senator Cruz has got to say.
We're at an extraordinary time in our country's history. We went in,
See, doesn't he look like?
Can't look at him the same ever again.
Yeah.
This is younger version.
Yeah. And this is very serious, though. But yes, he looks like Grandpa Munster.
When he talks, he sounds like an adopted Bush baby.
Or right now with the beard look that he's going
what
for.
now? I'm just going to move past that one.
GW.
He are you from Narnia? Or he kind of looks a little bit like if Eddie Munster grew up with the
that's
face stuff.
Even more, yeah. With
Right.
with that, with what do you call them? The pork chops, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all seriousness, I'm telling you, Wednesday is going to be an interesting day for this nation's history. Either way, we're about to find out. What does Ted have to say?
into this election with the country deeply divided, deeply polarized. I think we in Congress have an obligation to do something about that. We have an obligation to protect the integrity of the democratic system. And so this past week, I spent writing out a position and assembling a group that ultimately of 11 senators that we put out yesterday that we will together object to certification in order to force the appointment of an emergency electoral commission to perform an emergency audit of the election results. I think we can do that. We can do it promptly. We can do it in 10 days before the inauguration, but I think we have an obligation to the voters and we have an obligation to the Constitution to ensure that this election was lawful.
Okay, so there's Ted Cruz. Now, here's what happens. And it's happened before where members of Congress have contested an election. 2004, the Democrats were the one contesting. When a member of the House of Representatives brought it up, I contest this election because so-and-so and so-and-so. Then a member of Senate must say, okay, I also contest. Now, as soon as a member of Senate then contests, then it gets debated. So, with over 140 members of the House of Representatives saying that they're going to contest the election per state, now we have over 14 senators that are saying yes. And believe you me, more are on the way, because if they do not They will get primaried and they will lose their re-elections. Why? Because if the Trump voters are against you, Republicans, your future is nil. It really is. So, here, what are they going to be contesting? Each state. Do we have to go over it all each time? Somewhat. Because they keep on saying there is no evidence. What they should be saying is, we refuse to hear or see any evidence.
Well, the one that's really been I've seen in the news is the situation with Georgia and the phone call that occurred between apparently I know it was Trump and
well, here's
was it the senator from Georgia?
No, you got the governor or the Secretary of State of Georgia.
That was Secretary of State.
And let me tell you something. Media, you guys suck. They take snippets out. All right? Listen to the whole hour conversation.
Is that what you're supposed to do?
You're supposed to do.
I read summaries from 2 different sources, and it was like reading about 2 completely different
Of course.
phone calls.
Of course. They want to impeach him. Come on, people.
Yeah, they said it was an impeachable act, but I mean.
What was impeachable about it, right?
Well, not only that, but I mean, it's a little late, don't you think?
No, who knows? They may be trying to impeach him in February.
Yeah.
There's a problem.
Didn't they already do that, though?
Well, they attempted. Well, they did impeach him, but found nothing, and
it didn't make it all the way through all the steps.
No, they vote on it, and they go, no, get out of here. This was nonsense.
Well, Joe, with this hearing,
yes,
they
the
get
hearing. 2
hours to debate
Each state.
But if you guys remember when we were going live and we were watching the actual things where Giuliani was presenting the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of those live streams took about 3 hours just for him to present the case.
Right.
If it takes about 3 hours to present the case for each state, but you only have 2 hours to debate, there's going to be a lot missing. There's going to be a lot left out.
Well, no, it's 2 hours per state.
Yeah.
If someone contests Pennsylvania, then they bring up like the information of the 289,000. That's 289,000 excess votes in battleground states. And then also you're looking at things such in Georgia where you had the tens of thousands of votes that were switched from Trump to Biden. All this is finally going to be presented in front of the public eye. And because the judges who never heard the cases or evidence, it never made it in front of a judge. It always got dismissed or not even looked at because of what they called standing. Lawyer Wayne, what does standing mean?
Standing means that you have the ability to bring the lawsuit or claim. That it's the idea that it hurt you.
Right.
You're the right person to make the claim.
And there were 2 states, I believe, Arizona and Pennsylvania, that threw it out because of some of the evidence was frivolous, and they threatened to take their bar standing because of that.
So it's definitely going to be interesting, though. That's for sure. And I advise you to watch Wednesday, January 6th on C-SPAN. Don't watch it on Fox. Don't watch it on CNN.
That's in 2 more days.
Okay, you ain't kidding, Bang. And we got people that are going to D.C. because people are moving to, not moving, they're flocking to D.C. And we're talking about there's going to be, predictions say, millions of people in D.C. of Trump supporters out there to take over.
Well, it's historical.
Yeah.
Many people want to be there in person and see it firsthand and experience it.
Well, they're saying all the flights to Washington have been sold
I bet
out.
our buddy Liberty Dragon, who's doing the Trump game, I bet you anything he's going to be there.
Well, we got a guy called Uncle Pete who will be calling in live from D.C. on Wednesday. Yep. So all right, we'll find out. Stay tuned.
Momentous day in history when C-SPAN is going to break the ratings of Fox, CNN, and ABC altogether.
Here's why you don't watch it on the other ones. When Kayleigh McKinney, the press secretary, would be doing reports, Fox News would be like, we can't talk about that. We have an integrity to go to another segment.
Yeah, well, and they have an issue of trying to analyze it as it's occurring.
Right.
Which is irritating to me. It's like, let them speak and then analyze it.
That's the new thing about having these smart TVs, because you can have all them shows up at once.
That's a good point.
And then they confuse you with the little sidebars and the tickers and and you see it, I don't know about you, I can't focus on it. It's too much going on for me.
It's the old man behind the curtain trick.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting
So
when
C-SPAN is the place to go.
Yeah, I mean, what it is it's just always running. There it is. They have maybe 2 or 3 camera angles, so it looks boring, but at least it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not like what you're saying, a CNN anchor saying, "Oh, well, we dispute this." It's
a circus.
Right. It is actually the conversation that's supposed to be happening. And believe you me, there's a lot of members of Congress who are lawyers too. So this is going to be quite the conversation. What do you think is going to happen Wednesday? Do you think anything's going to happen? Do you think nothing's going to happen? Let us know. Type it in. Do you think that it's going to be that the fact that potentially over 432,000 votes were removed from Trump in Pennsylvania, says data scientist, do you think that when this information is brought up with actual data, that it is going to make a difference? Should it? Type it in. Let us know what you think. Crazy times.
It's going to be a breaking day. It's going to be a day in history.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Either way, it's going to be a day in history.
This last year was history.
The future, and believe you me, don't expect it to be said and done by the end of Wednesday.
Oh, no.
No.
Like I said, you get 2 hours for each state that gets contested. Georgia.
Oh, what did they say? 2022, right?
Yeah, this is going to go all the way to 2022.
That's when they said America supposed to open back up.
Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Arizona, Wisconsin, Nevada. All of these states, I'm telling you, they're going to get contested. And now you got members of Congress saying, I will contest. Despite backlash from, and here's the thing. If you legit, in any thing, if you legit won and it's in question, why wouldn't you say, hell yeah, look into that?
Right, yeah. They said you ain't got nothing to hide.
There you go.
Then show your hand.
If I ran a race, okay, against Bay, okay, I won. But I started early or something, right? You know, and Bay's like, nah, hey, he left before the gun went off. I would be like this. Go to the videotape.
Yeah.
Of course I beat Bay. Do whatever investigation you have to, because I'm not losing to Bay in running or basketball.
Basketball, different story.
Isn't that what Trump said when they talked about Russia?
Right.
He said, go ahead. I got nothing to hide.
Yeah, go to the videotape.
Oh, my God.
Do it.
But not the one with the shower.
Yeah, that one with Tom Arnold. Remember the I got P tape. I got a P tape. Sure you do. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, oh yeah, they're all crazy.
It was the R. Kelly tape, but, it's still the same. It was
Crazy.
less, allegedly.
So yeah, let us know what you think. Okay. Let's see. Intern Shane, see any cool comments from anyone in there?
Let's see.
What stood out for you, Intern Shane?
I saw
from
a
Austin Peay?
birthday. Isn't it Robert?
Yeah,
Happy
Robert had a
birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Robert. Robert who?
I didn't see a last name. I just saw the ellipses.
Oh, okay. The ellipses.
Sorry.
Big
Ellipses.
words. ...
What's
up, Jason Meehan? How you doing? All right, Jason Meehan on it.
So I'm assuming you saw his comment.
What
Because
did he say?
So he said, conservatives generally don't get this involved. It's crazy that so many feel so fed up that they have to disrupt ish.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you. And there's a lot of people. There's over 75 million people who want to know what really happened. To ignore it is a huge mistake. Mm-hmm. To allow people to talk about it, but with elected officials, representatives of the people, is the way it's supposed to be. A lot of things are going to come to light. All right, coming up. Is your state Senate trying to pass a bill that will force you to vaccinate? And will you do it if passed? Or will you be a lawbreaker? So let's find out next on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
Salutations. This is Casey Bryant with Local Clarksville. Don't forget to download our app to find local places to eat, shop, and play. You're listening to The Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
Aloha, Clarksville. Come surf the flavor wave of Chemo's authentic Hawaiian dishes and signature handcrafted cocktails. While here, you'll experience Chef Gracie's fine dining with a relaxed feel of Aloha right here in Middle Tennessee. Catch the wave.
Chemo's Hawaiian Bar and Grill is located at 125 Franklin Street, downtown Clarksville. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Happy hour, 2 to 5. Weekends, 11 to 11. And now Sunday, 10 to 3, is the Chemo's, Mimosas, and More Brunch. Find out more at chemoshawaiian.com and order takeout or delivery while there. Absolutely.
Water dogs scuba and safety. There's a whole world to discover underwater, and at Water Dog Scuba and Safety, they're here to help you explore it. Veteran and locally owned, and whether you're already an expert diver or beginner seeking adventure, Water Dogs offers private and scheduled dive trainings for all ages. Get those kids, but no dogs. Go check out their Facebook page. Look at their underwater videos. 681 North Spring Street, downtown Clarksville. Go say hello to Rich and Cecil and the team at Water Dog Scuba and Safety. The following is a paid advertisement for legal services.
Hello, Clarksville. Lawyer Wayne here. Yes, I am a real lawyer, and yes, I have 9 kids. Do you know what the number one complaint about lawyers is? It's not how much they cost or even how good a job they do. It's that they don't return phone calls. Well, if you go to lawyerwayne.com, I've got my cell phone number on there. You put it in your phone, and if you need a lawyer, text me. You can come down to my office at 120 South 2nd Street. We can talk about your case. I offer free consultations. Know your rights, know your options. LawyerWayne.com.
This is Lawyer Wayne. Check me out at LawyerWayne.com and check me out on TikTok at Lawyer Wayne. You're listening to The Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
Ah, yes. Hey, is your state Senate trying to pass a bill that will force you to vaccinate? If they pass it, will you disobey it? Yeah, let's find out now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Hey, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, click those likes. Definitely leave your comments. Help us out and share it too.
How'd that go again? There you go.
Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, definitely share it. Appreciate it all. Keep those comments coming too. Appreciate you guys. Joseph McKay. Jorge, what's up, Jorge? How you doing? Georgie. Cyrus checking in. The mighty Cyrus, Isaiah 45. Ever hear about Isaiah 45, Lawyer Wayne?
I have.
From the Bible?
I've read it.
The prediction of Cyrus, the great Cyrus of Persia, coming in, taking over the Babylonians who were in control of Israel at the time,
right?
Who were terrible to the Jews and the Hebrews. Cyrus comes in and says, okay, do what you guys got to do. Thanks to a man by the name of Daniel, right?
That's right.
Look at that. Look at that. Hey, read a book, people. Watch a video.
Right.
All right. Calm down. Calm down with your sinning, Joe. You're gloating. You're gloating.
Freaking Pastor Joe.
He watches a few YouTube videos, and now he's a biblical scholar.
It's been 3 days, pretty
the
much.
Messiah.
Okay.
All right.
Unreal, but New York, a lawmaker has proposed mandating vaccinations against COVID-19 if not residents voluntarily get the shot once it's available.
Uh-huh.
Now, does this have anything to do with the ability to go to certain concerts and to the airport, or is this a completely separate scenario?
This is coming from Assembly member Linda Rosenthal. Represents part of Manhattan's West Side. So she introduced a bill that will require the state to safely and effectively distribute FDA-approved vaccine in accordance with the Department of Health's COVID-19 vaccination administration program. So, while steps have been taken to reduce the spread of COVID-19, public health experts have concluded that a vaccine will be necessary to develop herd immunity and ultimately stop the spread of the disease. This is from the one of the bill's support memo states this. The state must make efforts to promote vaccination and ensure that a high enough percentage of the population is vaccinated against COVID-19. Now, I went to the website. This is a .gov website for New York, nysenate.gov. In the bill, if they think that you've had contact with someone that has come down with COVID, take the mailman. Mailman delivers something to my mailbox. I go to the mail. I get my mail. I open it up. I get a knock on my door if I'm in New York, according to this. They knock on the door. Yes, who is it? It's law enforcement. You're a mailman, or mail person.
There you go.
Your mail person came down with COVID. He's on your route. Your mail was delivered yesterday. We now have to ask you to come with us.
Now, never mind the fact that this officer has been exposed to how many people?
This is according to this. Right. Now, the officer that comes knocks on the door. Okay, officer, you're right. Now you got to come with me.
Yeah, there you go. Citizen's arrest.
It happens.
They're exposed to all sorts of stuff.
This doesn't even make sense.
So, well, those officers are talking essentially only to people with COVID. So what? Do they send a different one every time in this proposal, and then they just sort of put them in quarantine? I mean, I don't know.
But it means you will get detained. Like, you will get detained. That's what it is. If your mailman gets COVID.
How did that work? Because you don't need to. You just see your mailman drop off the mail.
Because you touched your mail, Bay. This is how ridiculous this is.
But you can go outside, right?
Yeah.
Ain't COVID airborne?
Bay, it's just for them to get you tested, and now they want to make sure that you get detained and tested.
It's control.
So, can I get this straight for a second?
Yeah.
All right, so Pfizer vaccine is 90% effective.
Right, Moderna 92 or whatever, right?
For a virus with a 98.9% recovery rate, with a 1%, less than 1% reinfection rate that has an even higher recovery rate. And they're making it mandatory.
Well, they're trying to.
In New York.
They're trying to. But if it happens in New York, it will happen in other states.
I don't see how they could even do that because, I mean, obviously Lawyer Wayne would be the one that would be best suited to answer this, but that just seems mighty unconstitutional.
By the time that case could make its way to the Supreme Court, pandemic's probably over by then. They're going to have to think ahead.
Unreal. So, I don't know. And hey, if you want to get the vaccine, I got no problem with you. I mean, I have no issue with the vaccines. I'm not.
Please get it.
Yeah, you get it. I'm good. Right.
I need that herd immunity.
And to those who, what's it called? It's the mark of the beast. Don't do it. No.
If it's the mark of the beast, it'd have to be in your hand or your forehead, not your arm. Yeah. Read a book.
Yeah, read a book. Revelations 13, okay?
Well, did you see the thing, though? Okay, so this is different. So did you, I had barely had time to read part of the article, but apparently they're talking about introducing some type of bill that would make it to where if you wanted to get on an airplane, go to a concert, basically go to any place where you're going to have a large concentration of people, that you're essentially going to have what they're calling a COVID passport.
So that means nobody's going to be getting locked up anymore, huh?
Again,
I'm just saying, there's a lot of people in jail.
Trust me. I'm like, yeah. So bottom line is you get the COVID vaccine. You get, I guess, a little piece of paper or whatever, like
Papers.
a passport. And then in order to board an airplane or go wherever, you have to show them your
like
paper.
a little tattoo or something, like on your hand.
Yeah, because we've never done that before.
Because then you can tell just by looking at somebody if they've been vaccinated, if they're safe.
What about people like me?
Yeah. What about people like her? She's already got all these tattoos. That's not safe.
Well, people that look sick already?
You should have government-approved tattoos only.
No.
Because then how is the government going to tattoo you to know if you're safe or not?
Well, how long is it going to be before Wish starts selling the passports?
You should just see how long it takes me to get through booking.
Is it legal for government to do mandatory vaccines? Well, go back to that Massachusetts.
We talked about that.
Massachusetts
on a
law.
show. But,
and what was
basically,
that?
there's an old case where a guy got fined $10 by the local city council, and he challenged that fine.
And what was it for? What was it at the time? What was it?
I think it was for smallpox.
A smallpox, right? A smallpox vaccine.
I feel like it was smallpox or measles.
Right.
But nobody's ever attempted to actually do mandatory vaccinations anywhere in the world except for two countries. I can't remember what the Bulgaria.
I think you said not Switzerland. I was here the day you talked about it, and
some
I can't
a
remember.
couple of little countries did it for polio and stuff and such. But the United States has never attempted to do mandatory vaccines to actually make people take it.
Big government. If you want to be effective on getting as many people as you want to vaccinate, you pay them. All right? You're going to get people pissed off because it's not your money. That's our money. Government money is our money. Taxes is that's our dollars.
They do it with the flu shot.
We go here.
Do a tax break for
okay.
If you get a vaccination tax break.
Right. If you want to get
Can
people
I get
to
that
vaccinate,
tax break for all of my kids
yes.
getting vaccinated?
You
I'll be in.
give someone a tax break.
Line up, kids. We'll get 2 or 3.
I mean, doesn't that make more sense than saying
we'll get the Pfizer
you
and
must
the
vaccinate?
Moderna. Yeah.
Well, look at what they do with the flu. You know, they give, you can get a $20 gift, like Publix, for example. They give, I think, a $10 or $20 gift card if you get a free flu vaccine.
Is it a gift card to spend back in their store?
Of course it is.
Yeah, damn right it is.
Yeah, but this whole thing is not even done the same way most vaccines are done. They're like messing with the proteins of your DNA.
It's an mRNA vaccine.
Yeah. I mean, the ones that have the faces now after they get it, hey, you do what you got to do. I know it's a small amount of people. I'm okay with vaccines being put out there. I'm okay with me having a decision if I got to take one or not.
My choice, my body, right?
Yeah, my body, my choice. Sound familiar? Okay, pink hat protesters, right? Crazy. Intern Shane, what do you think?
Like I said numerous times before, vaccination, if you want to get vaccinated or not, it's a choice, like what Bay said, but it's like you got to understand the possibilities when it comes to vaccination.
Let's see. Let's take a look at some of the comments here. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. They're bringing up the face masks. All right. Yeah, again, I don't need a vaccine. I don't need a face mask. Right. You do you. I'll do me. They still give me weird looks when I go into some of the stores. Most of the time, it's looks of jealousy, though. I can tell that. They're like, oh, I wish I had balls like you, sir. Lawyer Wayne.
I love my face mask. I wear it all the time.
I don't know.
It makes me feel safe.
It's interesting.
Face mask?
Makes me feel safe.
The ones that
reminds me of a 70s porno.
Get this. The ones who are reporting when they get sick, okay, and they get tested and, because you get asked questions. And the majority of them, like, it's not even close. Yeah, of course I always wear my face mask.
It's because they don't change them often enough. I change mine every 6 months, whether it needs it or not.
So, yeah, you do you. I'll do me. Good luck shaming me. I can't wait to see that.
I washed my face mask once. I mean,
especially when I live in a county of that is a 99.207 COVID free. Right. Hey, be careful. Protect the vulnerable. Absolutely. So if you are vulnerable, watch out. Just take it easy.
Or you just follow my example and you don't have to wear one because you're always drinking.
Always, yeah. Section 8 if you're flying United. Section 8 on face mask exemptions.
Keep your mask on between sips, people.
That's right. Cut a hole in it for your straw.
The whole flight, not one time with the mask. It was great.
Have you seen the ones with little zippers and the Velcro so they open? It's like that. Talk about
like a gimp mask.
It's like Tokyo Ghoul.
The ones that I hate. It's so stupid. I watch like these sporting events and they got the live bands and everything, right? You know what I mean? They got the marching band out there, right?
And there's a hole cut in it.
And there's a hole in the mask. Really? So the floor.
Seriously.
No.
Oh, here, take a look.
For real.
Honest to God. That's exactly where I had gotten the comment from.
It is.
It's silly.
They're putting on a mask and cutting a hole in it to blow a horn.
Precisely.
And,
or I saw someone else. I can't remember. I think it was on SNL, and I don't know who the artist was, but she was wearing a chainmail mask.
Well, the mask is more of a way of showing people that you care.
Fashion
right?
statement.
It's not about getting sick or not. Like I've had the coronavirus already. I'm not worried about getting it again or spreading it to other people. But I like to wear my mask just to show the world how much I care about
Good.
It. It's like
then you can show the world that you care, and I can show the world that I care also in my way.
Feel comfortable.
Feel comfortable. That's a problem. You're still creating fear. These
There you
children
go.
see people walking.
It's like keeping your
Oh
gun
yeah.
concealed.
Look at the price.
Look
Joey,
at this.
Look at $15.
$15 for a broken face mask.
That's ridiculous.
What is this?
Yeah, $3 face mask.
What
That
the?
is what?
What the?
Oh,
OMG. If y'all could, yeah.
I know a
much for
couple of
child
friends who would
And
like that.
and
face
that one was
mask.
only $3.
I do like the old school plague mask, the plague doctor mask with the long beak.
Those are cool.
The black plague mask.
I keep regretting. I wish I'd gotten one early on in the pandemic because now I feel like if I order one now, it's going to be too late to really get much use out of it.
Can I just, if you're tuning in on iHeart,
Okay.
you're not missing much on. You don't want to see these masks.
Yeah, we're showing
Oh my
masks
gosh.
that have these holes in them so the instruments can fit in them.
Among other things.
All right. Oh my God. Oh, Queen.
No,
That's not
My
Queen.
Chemical Romance.
That was
Yeah,
Queen.
the Queen
That's
mask.
not.
Oh, the mask. Okay,
Yeah,
I
the
thought you
mask,
meant the
one next to it
band
was,
next to it.
Oh,
who
no,
are
that's
they?
not Queen.
That's
They're,
My Chemical Romance.
I'd
Yes,
read
My
the
Chemical
They-
Romance.
I know them.
When I was a young boy, my father
Crazy.
The Black
went
Parade.
to the city. Yeah, that's a great song.
Don't play your
Unreal.
day job.
Unreal.
There you go, babe. Faye knows it.
Let us know what you think. All right. I mean, forced vaccinations could happen in New York. Who knows?
I hope so. Filthy Yankees
Oh,
bringing our coronavirus down
How
here.
you doing?
he's kidding.
What
What are
amendment
you
would
talking
you
about?
What amendment would you try to tell people to use if that ever does happen down here?
What's that?
Would that go like the Fourth Amendment?
What? Vaccinations?
Yeah.
The
He's like, don't get me started.
LawyerWayne.com.
LawyerWayne.com.
Free consultation.
That's right.
Everybody's getting one right now.
All right, coming up locally. What are the new laws on the books in 2021? Lawyer Wayne has the details.
I do.
Why was a man shot and killed inside of a Nashville Target? Intern Shane will be reporting. What happened to the lady and the child who jumped off of the overpass? Red Pill Jen will fill us in. Who were the two base jumpers that leaped from a Nashville skyscraper on New Year's Day?
I saw that.
Eric's got some information.
All right.
Don't worry, I got you covered. And who did the alleged Nashville Bomber send letters to regarding an alien invasion? Bay's got the goods.
Woof, woof, Julio.
The local news that you need to know is next on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
This is Shelley Holiday, realtor at RE/MAX North Star. So feel free to add your comments and don't forget to share it on your timeline. Bay's my favorite. Absolutely.
So, one of the most stressful things to do is buy or sell a house. Well, that all changes. Why? Shelley Holiday, realtor, RE/MAX North Star. She eliminates the stress parts of buying or selling a house. She'll work that deal. She networks. She knows how to do it. She's Shelley Holiday, realtor RE/MAX North Star, and you want her. I'll tell you what, just go to her Facebook page. She's Shelley Holiday, realtor RE/MAX North Star. Just do it. Click like, send her a message.
This is Jenna Bonacci from Moth to a Flame Candleworks. Over 10 years ago, my late mother and I began making all-natural homemade candles, and we were amazed by the demand. So in her honor, I'm continuing the mission of creating the most amazing aromas for your home, office, and events. Some of our scents include vanilla, sandalwood, all of the holiday scents you can imagine from cinnamon to pumpkin pie, to include the gentleman scents such as leather, bourbon, coffee, and more. The possibilities are endless. If you name a scent combination, we can make it for you 100%. For more information, join the Moth to a Flame Candleworks Facebook group and see the hundreds of possible fragrance combinations, or you can email us at mothtoaflamecandleworks@gmail.com. Moth to a Flame Candleworks, a perfect gift.
Attention brick and mortar business owners in Clarksville and Fort Campbell. A poor decision about the way you choose to advertise can cost you big time. The sad truth is, businesses try all kinds of advertising and burn right through their profits. Or they waste their precious time trying to learn complicated online geeky things. Wiz Advertising has used its proven 6-step system for the past 14 years to help Clarksville businesses get matched with just the right new customers. Learn more at wizads.com. That's WHIZZ ads.com.
Joe Padula here. I see you watching the video. Do you want to be in the video? Come join us in the studio. All you got to do is go to the Joe Padula Show Facebook page, click like, send a private message. It's too easy. Absolutely.
Man, we got some news to go over here today. Pastor Chris Edmondson, thank you for sending me the clip of a guy saying amen and a women. So stupid. It's not a gender word. It's nuts.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Unreal. All right, some local news. First off, what are some new laws on the books in Tennessee for 2021?
New laws.
Lawyer Wayne has the details.
Everybody gets excited about new laws, right?
Yeah, what do you got, Lawyer Wayne?
You get a new law.
I don't know. I just saw some of the new article summarizing some of the new things going into effect. A Holly Bobo Act.
Okay, Holly Bobo.
You know the Amber Alerts?
Yeah.
Right now, they're only up to age 18 for missing children. They're going to raise it to 21.
What?
Don't know why. You know, the little alerts you get on your phone. You know, so-and-so's missing. That's no longer just for children now. It's now adults up to the age of 21.
Wait a minute.
21.
But don't they legally can leave the house at 18 or?
Well, yeah, I think it's just they want to expand that missing person system so you can issue an alert. Say,
Okay,
hey, my 19-year-old, haven't seen him since whatever.
Yeah, hey, if it helps.
If it helps.
Yeah.
The Amber Alert system, so far as I could tell, hasn't helped anybody much. But
Intern Shane, how old are you?
23.
23.
So he's no good.
He's off.
He's no good.
He's no good.
All right, so if Intern Shane goes missing.
It makes you wonder, like, why do they have an age cutoff at all? If it's just a missing person system. Because I think they have a.
Well, then they have the silver alert.
Right, for the old folks.
For I don't know what the age.
They just need a new color.
I love that they call it the silver alert.
Yeah, they need a.
They got that silver
the
fox
silver
hair
fox.
going.
Yeah.
They need a Amber Alert. They need a silver alert. They should have made.
How about we name it
alert.
after generational? So we'll have the millennial alert, the Gen X alert, and the boomer alert.
A boomer alert.
The boomer alert.
I love it.
Have you seen my beer
it.
gut, Dad?
Let's see.
What else is new laws in 2021 for Tennessee?
Tobacco, raising the age to 21, which is already done federally, I believe.
So it's been a thing.
Yeah, it's been a thing. I think it's just they've solidified that they have to ask for ID if you look under 30.
So if you want to buy smokes or chewing tobacco,
they're tightening up the photo ID laws.
See, I get the cigarettes, but the chewing tobacco. It's a vegetable.
God, I saw that the other day.
It's kind of healthy. The guy was right. Chewing tobacco is a vegetable, is it not?
Yeah, it's the kind of vegetable that'll rot your mouth out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I don't think black eyed peas are gonna.
To be honest with you, Big League Chew will rot your mouth out too.
You know, and there's some good arguments for why we shouldn't be feeding our kids a bunch of candy, but they haven't passed that law yet.
Do you guys remember back in the day with cereal? Okay, you get like Frosted Flakes, which are flakes that are already frosted, right?
Right.
And we would just take scoops of sugar.
I don't know why our parents.
Add.
What in the world makes you think that a kid should be allowed to have a sugar bowl and add their own sugar to their cereal?
So
my parents let me do that.
Be dumping pixie sticks on top of there. And
They were just happy you were eating cornflakes.
Yeah. Somewhere there was oats in there. Somewhere. Right.
I think the biggest one I saw was a new proposed law that would provide a extra ability for pregnant women and nursing mothers and such to sue their jobs if their jobs didn't accommodate for them for their pregnancy and nursing and
what do you mean
kids and stuff. Like let's say you work somewhere and you get let's say you work at I don't know, Walmart or something, and you get pregnant and you want to take like extra breaks or or you're nursing a kid, you want to pump milk or something. And Walmart's like, nah, we're not going to let you do that. You're fired. Then you can sue them.
I'll tell you what, that may cause a little problems. Because remember, the non-smokers got breaks when smokers got breaks.
Right.
So non-pregnant people are going to fight for that pregnant break also.
Yeah, but here's the issue though.
I want a lactate break too.
When you're a nursing mother, that's a physical need. When you're a nursing mother,
of course.
I know you're playing, but
a little bit.
I know,
a little bit.
There's a little truth to that argument.
Yeah, there is.
But for those who might be a naysayer on this, I mean, when you're nursing a child, it is a physical need to have to excrete that fluid from your body. You've got to physically get rid of it. Or it can cause health problems.
Takes one excrete to create another one.
From one excretion to the
next. Somebody gonna
next.
be like, "Oh, my back hurt. I gotta take a break."
Writing those kind of laws are tough because what they end up doing is they make them so vague. Businesses must make accommodations unless it would cause a undue hardship. What's an undue hardship? In the end, it's whatever, some government worker or a judge thinks is an undue hardship after,
You know what they should call that pregnant workers law?
What's that?
The Adrian law.
Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian. And Rocky 2.
Was she pregnant?
Remember she was pregnant in Rocky 2?
I have not seen.
Right?
Yeah,
She's working the animal store, right?
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And Rocky and her, they're having a fight because she doesn't want him to fight Apollo again because of what happened last time. And all of a sudden, she starts holding her belly. And Rocky's like, you okay? Right.
Right.
You okay?
You do that way too well.
They should call it the milk law, only with a C. Mothers in lactating condition.
Yeah, milk.
It does a body good.
Does a breast not that good? I've seen. Never mind.
Anywho.
All right, so there's some new laws in 2021.
Yeah.
LawyerWayne.com. The guy knows what he's talking about. Check him out. LawyerWayne.com. Free consultation, by the way.
Know your rights, know your options.
That is right. Right. Know your rights, know your options. All right, next one up. Well, how about this one? The lady and the child who jumped off of an overpass. Red Pill Jen, fill us in.
Really sad stuff. So Tanisha Lachey Barker out of Madison, Tennessee, was at the Shell gas station off of I-40, and the police were already responding to a robbery call, I believe it was. And while they were actually on their way to that exit, they kept getting other calls stating that, I guess, the woman was in her car with a young child. Tanisha was, one article said 24, one said 26, so, early to mid-20s. But she was trying to ram the gas pump with her car. And, of course, everyone's standing around wondering what's going on.
What do you mean she's trying to ram the gas pump?
That's
like literally ram the gas pump.
Run
with
into.
Her, okay.
Correct. And I don't know what they mean. You know how they have the metal guards? I'm guessing maybe, I don't know what they mean by trying to.
Yeah. I've seen people not try to and still do it.
Exactly. Pretty successful. But no, that she just... all the witnesses that saw it happen say that she just got out of the vehicle, grabbed her baby, walked over to the overpass, and disappeared. And then about a couple minutes later, I guess she landed on a semi.
What?
And so, yes, this poor semi driver calls 911 and says, my God, something large just fell off the overpass and landed on my truck. So he pulls over, and the police show up, and they find the bodies on the road.
On the road.
And it was I-40.
How old was the kid? Do we know?
We don't know. They have not. They haven't. They're still investigating. So
what
they
is
have
going
not
on with
released,
that? That's crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Damn.
I just got to know. I mean, suicide. That's something we've all, I think, battled those kind of ideations. But my God, how bad can your life be that you would walk off of an overpass with your child?
Right. It sounds like the gas pump was an attempt at suicide.
It does. Like
right?
blow herself up.
Yeah.
And then that failed, according to those reports.
Yeah.
And so and I guess the car was done for or whatever.
No, the car was fine. She just got up out of the car, grabbed her kid out of the seat, and from all the witnesses and all the articles I read said that she just sort of nonchalantly walked right over to the overpass.
That's why I believe
in
in people being possessed.
It almost feels like that, doesn't it?
That's got to be Lawyer Wayne.
Wild.
It's a better explanation than any other I'd care to hear.
Or maybe she was high on something.
I wouldn't even go there. I mean, if we look at the state of our nation right now, mental health is on the rise. You have senators and congressmen alike that are trying to, reopen America, mainly because the child suicide rate is at an all-time high. It has freaking shattered the roof.
What is your profession, by the way?
Child protection.
There you go.
And, I mean, if you have somebody who is a young mother, I don't know, how old was she?
24, 26.
Mid-20s,
so
mid-20s. So all she's doing right now is being fed all of this chaos, all of this filth, and just the world is so horrible, it's going to end. Oh, my goodness, there's another chance for a Trump presidency.
No reason to live,
whatever.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
And they just keep pumping and pumping. I don't want my kid to live like this is probably what she was thinking, and she finally just snapped. There's nobody to reach out to. You can't go to your parents' house because you're scared of coronavirus, or whatever it may be. When you're that young and impressionable,
You can't work.
Yeah,
Right.
You're basically like a sheep.
Right.
What are you going to do?
Could be an option. Could be.
By the way, the suicide hotline, I want to throw this in there. It's 24/7, 365. You can also text it. It's 1-800-273-8255.
There you go. All right. Next one. So, why was a man shot and killed inside of a Nashville Target? Intern Shane, you got the report.
Yes, sir.
What are the 5 W's, sir? What do you got on this story?
Let's see. Who, what, where, when, why.
Uh-huh.
So the who.
Uh-huh.
So the victim goes by the name of 40-year-old. Where is he? Avery Collier.
Okay, so a 40-year-old. Okay, good.
Yes, 40-year-old Avery Collier, but he was apparently shot and killed. Well, he was shot, but when the police arrived, he was pronounced dead, and the...
This was inside of a Target at Nashville.
Yes,
okay.
Inside of a Target in Nashville. And officers have said that David Van Dyke, who's 29 years old, was the one who shot and killed Collier, allegedly.
Okay.
And
why? What was the fight over?
There was none that I can see. And they did not know each other. They had words near the front of the store just after Collier and his girlfriend walked in, and a few minutes later, police said that the two again got into an argument near the electronics department, during which Van Dyke shot Collier, who collapsed in a toy aisle.
So
and
it was a fight that happened an argument that happened outside, and it sounds like the alleged shooter
inside the store, maybe
went in there and in the toy area. Bang, bang.
I think they were fighting over the last 12-pack of toilet paper.
Well, nobody made jokes on your story when someone died. You shouldn't do it here.
PS5, wow.
So, okay. What do you think?
You have to be more specific. Do you mean like what's my opinion on this story, or?
Yeah, you read this. What comes to your brain?
My opinion is just wow. Like after reading this article by Josh Breeslow and Elizabeth Lane, I just think to myself, what were they arguing over?
You think it was face masks?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
I wouldn't put it past it either. You know what I mean? I see these videos. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, but they got the guy. How'd they get the guy? Do they know?
Apparently,
video camera.
Investigators reviewed surveillance footage from the inside of the store, and they said they witnessed Van Dyke shoot the victim once from a distance, then several more times as the victim was on the ground.
Oh man! So this guy had some hate, and it said that he didn't know him. Damn.
Yeah, and yeah. Sorry for saying allegedly. It's just I hear that so much on the show. It's just
allegedly.
I have it now.
It's all good.
But
word of the day, allegedly. Nice. All right. Well, next one. The 2 base jumpers that leaped from a Nashville skyscraper on New Year's Day. Have you guys seen this video yet?
I did. I think you posted it, right?
Yeah.
I saw it on your page.
Yeah, I got it immediately, and let's take a look at this video.
Holy shit!
Oh shoot!
Oh boy!
Oh, I've seen this. Whoa!
Ain't that one?
Where we went?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is, Bay.
Oh my god!
These guys are insane.
He almost slipped.
It's actually really big in some of the biggest cities.
Oh,
Philadelphia, New York.
Mm-hmm.
It's also very illegal, is it not?
It is. It's very illegal.
Yeah.
Eric Phillison, what do you know about this?
Well, according to the Joe Padula Show page on Facebook, joepadulashow.com. There you go. Check it out. The act was actually caught on video in Nashville. Base jumpers leaping from the Grand Hyatt Hotel rooftop.
Look at that.
It's a bar on Broadway right there in Nashville. It's a really good place. It was on New Year's Day. And
Right
this
in front of the
occurred in
church.
front of several surprised onlookers. And Metro Nashville police did respond. They say the stunt by the 2 guests at the bar had caused mass panic. They say the males landed across the road where they left in a car before the police could actually arrive on scene.
So they got away?
It's always
From what I
planned out.
understand, they have not been caught
yet.
It's always planned out when they do stuff like that.
It's almost convenient like they're wearing a mask or something.
But here's the thing. You think, like, they got to be on the Hyatt surveillance somewhere, right?
But he's right, wearing masks and stuff.
I know.
You can't tell.
You can't even.
Imagine a ball cap.
I
or
guess
a
you're right.
hoodie.
Back in the day, if you walked in with masked up and stuff, it would have been.
Oh, you would have got stopped at
And
the
notice
store.
her video, it has no face recognition.
Because everybody had to see him walk in with the bags.
What if this guy jumps, he falls over, but his
Well, I was worried about. I mean,
how does this work?
Have you jumped before, Joe?
You throw it out.
No, I would love. Well, I mean, Army, but not like this.
Well, I mean, could you imagine if he would have caught and not been able to actually slip? Because I mean, look at the right.
Yep.
When he's coming down, look at the right. That is a really big church to run into.
Yeah.
If he one gust of wind away, and he would have been on the side of that building. Like
He would
Wile
have been
E.
saying
Coyote.
a woman.
Yeah.
All right.
He would have been saying something.
What I love is this lady's reaction. This girl's reaction.
It's so fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not fake.
It
I think
is too.
it's not fake.
She
it's,
knows she knows.
Yeah, but I mean these.
I don't know if it's fake. I just think it's like she's seen something exciting. You know what I mean? And
It reminds me of the Valley Girls from the '90s.
They didn't record the whole thing.
Oh my God, Becky.
They would have saw them getting up there from the get go.
I wonder if they're just sitting here
Ooh,
and they're
there's
like,
space.
"Hey, somebody's somebody's on the ledge."
Does that look like mass panic to you?
No.
No.
Well, if you see somebody getting up on the ledge, your first thought is, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
And then even once you realize what they're about to attempt, that they've got parachutes on, it's still quite the shocking thing to see.
Yeah,
because that
no,
is extremely
she's excited.
dangerous.
Right.
I would be
And,
like,
She's
somebody
the
base
only one
jumping.
there.
It's not something that I would want someone that I loved or cared for to be doing.
No.
Regardless of parachute.
But if you're a normal bystander in 2020, you're like, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing: Nashville doesn't have the most tallest of the skyscrapers.
No.
So I can see where this is
But
like.
not, that's the thing is about base jump.
Yeah, I know.
And that's why you have half of your
That's the
parachute out.
thrill.
Like
That's
New
the
York,
thrill.
okay, you do it from the Freedom Tower. Whoa.
If you can make it up there.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. You
How
ain't
many
kidding.
how many stories do you guys think that is right there?
Right here, I'm guessing
there.
this is 30-story
You
building.
think it's that high?
Where's
Yeah.
that, like, at where the pool's at?
This is the Grand Hyatt, right? You
Yeah.
said. Yeah, maybe 20. Yeah, it's up there though.
It's
I
not
mean,
the
you can
Batman
make
building.
out some details though on the ground. It's not.
Unbelievable.
It's at least 500 feet.
Crazy.
That's all you need.
Crazy.
No, thank you.
Woo. All right. Thank you for the information, Eric. Crazy. Also, locally, who did the alleged Nashville Bomber send letters to regarding an alien invasion? Bay, you got the goods.
I think one of his friends.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, allegedly, there's supposed to be like 6 letters
Okay.
that he sent out 2 days before the bombing.
Okay, this is like
Prior.
recently before the bombing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they was signed with Julo.
It was Julio. Remember? It said "woof woof Julio."
Yeah, that was signed.
So he signed this by Julio also.
I think so. Yeah.
Because he signed those letters to Michelle. I forget her last name. The one that got the houses.
Yeah.
Long or
Woof
something.
woof
like that.
Julio.
And the letters allegedly state that he understands the universe, that all the stuff that going on have to do with aliens and lizard people.
Lizard people.
Okay.
They're really trying to discredit this guy really bad.
Yeah, that's what they saying.
I want to see the handwriting. I want to see the handwriting on the letters.
It's not my handwriting.
The
okay.
FBI are asking people, they got the other letters, please turn them in.
Oh, so they want more letters.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get some.
I'm sure they will.
Not the one you want to ask.
People were calling him crazy for that in the article I read, and there are large factions of people in conspiracy communities that I'm a part of that do believe that there are lizard people, and they'll take sleight of eye type stuff from camera angles and say, "Oh, look, Hillary Clinton, look, it's her."
Oh, she's lizard.
It's
yeah, she's lizard. That's for sure.
But there's a large number of people who really do truly believe in the whole lizard people.
All right. Well, okay, aliens. Well, let's ask this then. Is there anyone here that doesn't believe in life outside of Earth?
Doesn't believe?
Mhm.
No, I believe there is.
You believe there is?
100%.
I believe there is too.
Yeah, Lawyer Wayne?
I do.
Bay?
I do. We just can't reach them.
Eric? Okay.
I think it'd be arrogant to assume that out of our entire universe that we don't. I mean, all we can see is just a small fraction of it.
And then again, do you really think they're going to come to us with open arms?
Yeah. Belief in aliens is mainstream, right?
Yeah.
You'd have
Now
to,
it is,
It'd be tough to find somebody that didn't think alien life was
Plus,
possible.
so if aliens had the technology,
Thomas Jefferson, he was the first one.
the first lizard person, you heard it here first.
that reported what they call that phenomenon.
Oh, yeah?
In the sky.
Unexplained.
Him and Thomas.
Flying objects.
Franklin.
Okay, Ben Franklin.
with
Yeah,
his
Ben
lightning,
Franklin.
with his lightning kite.
He's like, I got this kite up here. What's that thing moving?
Them two are the ones that official report.
Well, okay, say they have the technology. these beings have the technology to make it all the way from
wherever they come
galaxies to make it within the amazing Earth.
Right. The Pegasus.
How they call it, right? Right. Okay. So they make it to Earth.
Why would they disguise themselves as Hillary Clinton?
Why would they not have the ability then to be a part of this Earth?
Well, the thing
Well, there are some people who believe that.
Right,
They're
right.
walking-
And that's why I'm asking.
But the thing is, you don't want to have society fear. So you will infiltrate. How you infiltrate, you replace people.
Yeah.
And if they got the technology to replace people, you won't know they've been replaced.
Presumably, these are not the agents of a vast intergalactic empire. More likely like a crashed spaceship from many years ago. A small number of reptilian aliens that are surviving here and have decided to infiltrate society until they could take it over and hopefully one day guide humanity towards the ability to return them to their homeworld.
Allegedly.
Lawyer Wayne.
Or Julio, as we're now going to call you.
What is the creation of a angel and a human?
Ain't that what?
A Nephilim.
A Nephilim.
Yeah.
That them tall.
And Nephilims are in the Bible, correct?
Yeah, the
Nephilim are in the Bible.
The giants, right?
The giants.
Yeah.
Right.
It's sometimes translated giant, but it's not technically giants.
So would it be so far-fetched, since I believe in the good book, that there were Nephilim, if not still today, somewhere along the bloodline? I see some big people. How far-fetched is it to replace angel with a human and an alien with such technology and a human?
Well,
you're talking about combining celestial beings with skin and with mortal beings. Is that?
Sure. I'm just saying it's not so far-fetched if you go diving into research.
Yeah, there's a whole
things.
show about it on Netflix.
Yeah. Aliens. Eric? What?
He's just shaking
I'm just
his
trying to
head
have
like,
conversation.
It's possible.
Intern Shane, are you a lizard person? Let's see the tongue. No, you gotta.
No, I'm not doing that.
Come
No.
on.
Not on camera.
Come on, for the girls.
What that native, what that Native American tribe that
I've
said
seen
that they come from
Scarface.
the,
It doesn't
the lizard
always
people?
work.
I forgot what they call, but
Oh,
but they said they come from the ground, from the lizard people.
Oh no, the Cleveland Indians, terrible baseball team. Right, right.
They're next after the Washington football team.
Oh, we'll see. Man, that's crazy. All right, but there's some of your local news that came down to lizard people.
Well, that
Thursday came early.
Christmas bomber.
But like I said, hey, Nephilim. I do believe that along the way that
Be a good name for a punk band.
Nephilim.
Nephilim.
Then you got to think about the Roswell incident.
The which one? Oh, Roswell. Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Let us know what you think, and all these stories. I appreciate everything there. All right. Well, I think it's that time.
Already?
I know. 6:27. Well, we got a late start, but yeah, it's already 6:30.
Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
All right. Well, Lawyer Wayne, anything stand out for you today on the show?
Lizard people.
Lizard people.
Apparently, there's a connection between them.
I'm not saying I believe
And
in
the Nashville
them.
Bomber.
I just say
That what he said in the letter?
it's not so far-fetched anymore. That's all. Right. Hit me up a year and a half ago. You're crazy.
I think a year ago I talked about this on the show back on the old station, and
Yeah,
you did
you're-
look at me and say,
you're crazy. Right, but now...
That's why everybody wearing
But
masks.
now you're woke now.
Yeah, I'm not, well, believe me, I'm not woke. I'm red-pilled. Big difference.
There you go.
Those social justice warriors. They have a losing battle. Yeah, lizard people. Red Pill Jen, what stood out for you today on the show? What'd you learn?
I'm stressing a little about Wednesday and this political gig that may or may not happen. So
Hey,
I learned a lot that I wasn't. It was good to hear the explanations of what may or may not happen on Wednesday.
There is no reason to stress anything.
Well, maybe
Because-
stress is. I'm interested.
I'll tell you, because there are a lot of people stressed.
It's titillating.
Especially a lot of people on either side. There's no reason to be stressed. Know that the best is yet to come. do your research, have faith in something more powerful than government.
Just because you got to keep the faith. That's
George
it.
Michael. Great song he had. Last Christmas.
I don't think me and Bay should continue our George Michael conversation.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very last day, you took it away.
Very next day, you gave it away.
Yeah, he died on Christmas of what? Heart attack.
A heart. That's right. Yeah.
Lizard people. Eric, what'd you learn on the show today?
I'm going to take this 30 seconds, Joe.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk to the world. It's serious. You can't just live in the news. You can't just live in the chaos. Turn off the TV for a second. Try to reset. Reach out to that family member that suddenly pops into your head. Reach out to that friend that you haven't seen since high school. See how they're actually doing. The mental health of this country is deteriorating, and it's being covered up and put behind all kinds of crap we don't need. We don't need to worry about right now. Everybody's worrying about dying with something that has a 98.5% recovery rate. Well, let me tell you something, friends. Jumping off a bridge, 100% chance you're not going to recover from that. I guarantee it. Suck starting a gun, not going to recover likely. Please reach out. And if you need help, call someone. There are so many suicide hotlines out there, and I know they will put you on hold. But you also have counseling centers, social workers, family services. If you're in the Army, you have the Family Advocacy Program. Look them up. Counseling's free. That's all I'm going to say about it, Joe. Thank you.
Understood, Eric. Well said. Nice job. Works with the, does an amazing job with the Child Protection Services.
Oh, yeah. And with the letters, there was also 2 thumb drives with them.
Oh.
So
Allegedly.
I don't know what's on the thumb drive.
FBI thumb drive.
And we probably never will.
Intern Shane, what'd you learn on the show today?
I learned that there's face masks that with holes in them so people can play their instruments.
Or do other things.
I thought that was a joke.
I was thinking the same thing.
Or do other things.
Apparently people are really wearing those.
I was watching the college football games, you know, because they got, oh, by the way, O'Connor's, if you want to watch the big game, the big college game, Alabama versus Ohio State.
That's going to be a good one.
Monday, January 11th, O'Connor's. They got great happy hour specials all the way till 7 o'clock. So, but yeah, I'm watching the, you know, they're doing the friggin' right? And I'm like, yeah, I love this one. And then they showed a close up, and I see lips. I see lips over the mask. I go, what? Right. Right. I'm like, come on.
Take it serious, people. Play it through the mask.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a pandemic out there.
Bay, what'd you learn on the show today?
The base jumpers.
Yeah, out of Nashville. Still out there.
That was cool, though.
Oh, Bay.
I like watching stuff like that.
Yeah? You would? illegal stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I love X Games.
Russia's got some of the best.
Yes, they do.
Oh, my God.
Kuwait, Dubai.
People climbing on buildings and stuff. Yeah.
They do.
I learned that 18-year-olds got screwed in Tennessee.
That's across America, man.
Damn.
21
to buy cigarettes. Wait, what about to smoke them? Right?
Allegedly.
I think that's illegal, too.
Okay. All right. So
I love it. You can go to war and die for this country, but you can't drink a beer or smoke cigarettes.
I tell you, 21.
Awesome.
How many?
So illegally, you can't smoke a cigarette.
How many specialists right now are making like a killing with all these new privates coming in? Hey, Brian. I heard you need some cigarettes, man. $20 a pack. What you got?
Sound like jail.
Damn. Crazy.
You want that vape stick? Come on, I got two for 20 over here.
I just learned that the person at Congress that said amen and a women is a retired Methodist pastor.
Because of course they are.
Underline the meth.
Unbelievable. Crazy. Yeah, amen is not a gender specific word. No. All right. Hey, thank you for hanging out with us. Definitely shoot us a message. Type in your comments, the whole bit. Share this, and hey, we'll see you next time on the Joe Padula Show, where America goes to party with a purpose. Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely.
Need a great venue in Clarksville to throw a holiday party? Maybe a family celebration, conference, or business meeting? Hi, this is April Consulo of Office Now, Clarksville's premier event space, and we're proud to announce our beautifully renovated event rooms. They're perfect for small, intimate gatherings to large group settings. We at Office Now offer amenities to include a commercial kitchen, on-site chef, in-house DJ, tables and chairs, and plenty of parking, all at competitive pricing. We are taking reservations now for the upcoming holidays, so visit us at ClarksvilleOfficeNow.com, where Clarksville goes to party with a purpose.